White House card is here. I'm going to give my full card predictions, starting with, I guess, the first fight of the night, the early prelim opener. We're going to go for all the fights. Is this card the elite level card they were saying it was? No. But is it still a banger card? Absolutely. So let's start with the first fight of the night, Diego Lopez versus Steve Garcia. This is a sick fight. This is very close. Garcia 6 foot tall. I did not expect that. I thought he was like 5'10". Wow, he's tall, dude. Lopez fighting a taller guy in the division. Recently, he's been fighting Volk, John Silver, shorter, stockier guys with a lot of power. Now we've got Steve Garcia, 6 foot tall, has a lot of power, though. The keys to victory for Steve Garcia, I see pressure, volume. The dude has real power in the hands too. Is he on like a 6 or 5 fight win streak? I think 4 of those or 5 of those are by knockout. He's a real knockout threat. He's a threat to Diego Lopez. And there's a real chance he pressures him, walks in with the high guard, and fucks up Diego Lopez and finishes him or wins on points. There's a real chance for that. But Steve Garcia's chinny. He's been wobbled before. I think Mahashay slapped him out cold badly. Steve Garcia's a chinny boy. Diego Lopez has some real power. And another element of this is the grappling. Diego Lopez is a really high level wrestler. The guy took down Volk, dominated John Silver on the ground in round 1. Who is the best in the division, by the way, guys? Diego Lopez is really good. Oh, there's a real chance Steve Garcia pressures in here. But I'm going to go with Diego Lopez. I think he's going to flatline him, or maybe a club and sub in round 1. That's what I see happening here. I see Steve Garcia landing good early. Around 3 minutes in, he comes bolting in, straight right hand. And I think he's going to put him out, to be honest. He's a chinny chin, you know. He's got a chinny chin, dude. He's pretty chinny. But yeah, I'm going to go Diego Lopez. This is a great opener, by the way. What a great fight to open up a sick card. Sick fight. And Diego Lopez is going to bounce back here. Finally going to get a win after his 2 losses to Volk. He should, man, I hated that second fight to Volk. That ruined his momentum after the John Silver win. But yeah, I'm going to go with Diego Lopez. Club and sub. Probably a knockout. I think if he clips him big, Garcia's going to get knocked out. I don't think there's going to be a chance for a club. It could be. But yeah, I'm going to go. Also, Steve Garcia, he has not fought the level of opponent of Diego Lopez at all. He fought David Onama, who's ass. David Onama stinks. He fought beat Melky Costa, who's great, but that's a different Melquizael Costa. Melquizael Costa is not exactly the best in though. He's good. He's very good. That's his best win. That's a great win. Didn't Melquizael Costa take his back though? I think that happened. That's why Melquizael Costa was out grappling him, and he's not the grappler. Has the physical strength for Diego Lopez. So what? He beat Steve Garcia has wins over Calvin Kattar in 2025, who's not good, especially at this stage in his career. Yeah, I think Diego Lopez is going to go show levels here. Get back in the win column with a nasty knockout in round 1. Could be a sub. Finish in round 1 though. Steve Garcia could pressure in and fuck him up. Steve Garcia could make this look easy. I kind of doubt it though. But yeah, Diego Lopez KO. It's going to be a scrap though. Could be a fight of the night. This is competitive. Could be a fight of the night. Now on to Bo Nickel versus Kyle Dawkins. I'm a fan of Kyle Dawkins. I like him in this fight. I'm really tempted to pick Kyle Dawkins here. He's on his Charles Oliveira era. He's got the blonde hair. He's been cut from the UFC. Came back, got 2 knockouts. He club and subbed GM3 and knocked out Mikel Pereira. Knocking out Mikel Pereira in round 1. That's impressive. Mikel Pereira is definitely not the best, but finishing him in round 1 on short notice, that's an impressive win. Bo Nickel, Kyle Dawkins, man. Kyle Dawkins is tall, rangy. He's a good grappler in his own right. He's a good wrestler. I think he's more of a grappler, but striking's good. I'm going to go with Bo Nickel, though. Bo Nickel looked really good against Rodolfo Vieira, and Rodolfo Vieira is not the best at all. He just lost to Eric McConaughey. He's not the best. But Vieira does give tough fights to a lot of people. He's a good grappler. Vieira's a better grappler than Kyle Dawkins, I would have thought. But I mean, in MMA, you never know. But I think Vieira's a better grappler here. I'm going to go... Bo Nickel probably will out-strike him and out-wrestle him in moments here. Kyle Dawkins is good, though, man. This is a 50-50. This is kind of really close. I'm rooting for Kyle Dawkins. I like the story of the underdog. Gets cut from the UFC, comes back. But I am going to go with Bo Nickel. I think he's a younger fighter, fresher fighter. But again, it's Carl Dawkins was like 31. He's in his prime right now. And Bo Nickel looked so improved against Vieira, though. He looked so good against Vieira. He shocked me. But I thought he'd win, but I thought he'd win a lackluster decision. I don't think he'd dominate. And that head kick was so nasty. That finish was beautiful. That was crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Bo Nickel. Maybe this could be a bit of a boring fight, but I think the overhand, I think the jab's to the body. I think he's a good boxer now, Bo Nickel. I think for Carl Dawkins, long range teeps, kicks are going to be important. Nickel, of course, is going to mix up the wrestling here. I'm sure he's going to be able to take down Carl Dawkins, very physically strong. Will Dawkins probably be able to work back up? Yeah. But I think the takedowns will do damage, especially against Vieira. He slammed him down, and then as Vieira got up, he started pummeling him with elbows and punches. So I see a similar performance, not as dominant, no, 29-28. But I'll have moments where he picks him up, slams him down, lands good punches on the way up, lands overhands, maybe drops Dawkins or rocks Dawkins with overhands in this fight. I don't see him landing a head kick here. I don't think the head kick's going to be the move. I think leg kicks, I don't think he's going to be kicking much. I think he's going to be primarily boxing, maybe a couple kicks in here. But yeah, Carl Dawkins could win. I think I'm going to go with Bo Nickel, though, decision win. This is a good fight. Does it belong to be on the White House? No, it should have been Colby here. Because then we would have the build-up. But for a more competitive fight, this is far more competitive than Colby Covington. Yeah, 50-50-ish here, dude. But I'm going to go with Bo Nickel decision. I'm rooting for Carl Dawkins, though. But yeah, Carl Dawkins is good right now, dude. So don't sleep on Carl Dawkins at all. He can win this fight. Now on to Mauricio Hufi versus Michael Chandler. A lot on the line here for both. Mainly Mauricio Hufi, though. If he loses to Michael Chandler at this stage in his career, it's embarrassing. I'm going to go with Mauricio Hufi by knockout in round 2, but I'm nervous. Chandler's an unk. Chandler is shit. I don't rate him at all. But stylistically, he's a good wrestler. And if he has a brain, he can win this fight. The right pick is Mauricio Hufi. No one's really actually picking Chandler here. Really. I've just got a feeling Hufi's going to be far improved with his rep. But Benoit made it look really easy, man. Benoit's good, but he doesn't make it look less easy normally. Benoit ran through Hufi and made him quit. I'm really thinking about a Michael Chandler decision here. I think the odds are crazy. I'm actually going to... Does it a lot of odds on here? They're not on it. I'm going to check the odds right now. These odds are... I think he's like a minus 700 favourite Hufi, which doesn't make any sense. But yeah, of course I'm going to go with Hufi. He's a much younger fighter here. I do see him sliming out Michael Chandler with probably a straight right hand, maybe a flying knee, Maybe a flying knee. Dude, Mauricio Hufi's minus 625. This fight, he should be minus 250. Michael Chandler might smudge him out. He picked up Pimlet in round 1 and slammed him around. He could do that to Hufi round after round. Maybe even submit him, Probably not. Probably it'd be a decision. He could do that round after round. But he's at the White House, and then he's been patient at the moment. Dude, Michael Chandler underdog pick is live here. If you're betting, I think you bet on Michael Chandler by this. I don't think he's going to win, but he can. But I'm going to go with Hufi. I think he's going to be improved. I don't know. I've got a feeling. He's training with Volk, which is a good gym. And Hufi is truly a sniper on the feet, dude. What he did to Fiziev was crazy work. And even the Bobby Green win, that's a good win. That's aging really well. I'm going with Hufi here, definitely. I think he's going to, similar to Fiziev, feint low, right hand down the pipe, wobbles Chandler bad and finishes him. Maybe a flying knee. I don't really see a wheel kick. Pimlet landed the flying knee. Pimlet was out striking Chandler. That makes me really worried for this fight. I'm going to go with Hufi. I'm going to pick Hufi, but I don't. This is close. This is very close. Chandler might smudge him. The odds don't make any sense. I know he's old and he's a bit shit right now, but his odds don't make sense. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Hufi. A nice flatline KO in round 2. He's probably gonna dominate and fuck him up on the feet. There's a massive skill gap on the feet. And in the wrestling, there's definitely a big skill gap for Chandler, but I think he's going to be improved with his grappling, and Chandler has really bad fight IQ too. He's going to get picked apart on the back foot and badly beaten here. Low kicks, punches, dude. Yeah, he's not. That Paddy Pimlet loss, dude. Getting outstruck by him is crazy work. Hoofy should slime him out. This is a layup for Hoofy. White House card, nice flat line, beat a big name like Michael Chandler. Then Hoofy can start getting another step up again into the top 7, 8, you know? So yeah, Hoofy flatline, round 2 KO, or maybe a TKO. That should happen. Josh Hokit versus Derek Lewis. I'm nervous. I want Josh Hokit. I know he's a cringe. He's one of my favourite fighters right now. And he's at the presser. The UFC had to add him back to the presser because of the backlash. Thank God. I love Josh Hokit. And I'm going to go with Josh Hokit. He can get slept. He can, but Derek Lewis looked so ass and it's like, but this is the White House card. I don't think Derek Lewis will quit this time. I don't think he could quit. I think it's the White House, big event. He's not going to want to quit at the White House card, this huge card, you know. I think Hokit's gonna put a wrestling clinic on him. He said his hands are hurting the build-up. I don't know if that's true or not, but I think he's gonna be wrestling here heavy. He's gonna be smart. He's chatting so much shit. He has so much to lose. He has so much on the line. I think he's gonna be smart here against Curtis Blades. Curtis Blades is a high level wrestler in his own right. So it kind of became a sloppy striking match between two wrestlers here. And Hokit, with his speed, with his power, explosiveness, and his confidence to walk in, he gives you no respect. He runs at you like a train and walks you down and fucks you up. I think we're going to get a Denzel Freeman type finish here for Josh Hokit in round 1 or 2. I think he's going to take down Derek Lewis. Maybe Lewis will get back up. He's going to drag him down again, make him work, land good punches, knee the body, push him up against the fence, knee the body, land on their feet when Lewis is a bit tired. You start unloading with those knees to the body and punches to the body and head. Lewis is a bit chinny too. Hokit could explode in and knock him out of a right hand. That could happen early. I could see like a Max Jimenez finish. I could see that happening here. Hokit is very fast, has a lot of power early. Yeah, Hokit's the pick here. Lewis has a puncher's chance, and it's a good puncher's chance. It's a 30% good puncher's chance, but the speed and athleticism at this stage in their careers is huge. A prime Lewis probably would knock out Hokit. Probably. A prime Lewis, you know, prime Lewis was actually pretty decent, but at this stage, 42 years old. Come on, bro. I have to go. Hokit's the pick. Everyone should pick Hokit, and his last fight was so embarrassing. Wildo's a different style, though. He's on the back foot, he's floating around, jabbing. Wildo's a bit boring, I can't lie. I like Wildo, but he's not the most fun. And Wildo picked him up with a jab, moved around, and then Lewis threw an amateur sorry, how's he been training this long to way, bro? So he throws punches, threw a big left hook. Fell over, and then got finished and quit. So yeah, I'm going to go with Josh Hokit in 2026. Lewis is too old, bro. Lewis is too old. I can't pick him. He could get... Yeah, I'm going to go with a first round TKO Josh Hokit. I think he's going to break him with wrestling. Could be a round 2 finish. I just think he's going to break him with wrestling here. Or he might flatline him straight away, like he did to Max Jimenez, or TKO him straight away. Hokit needs to win, man. This heavyweight division's really improving at the moment. And Hokit... Come on, dude. Come on, Hawk. Come on, I'll be here shitting myself for this fight, bro. I love Hokit. He's such a G. And he's saving the sport, dude. He's cringe, don't get me wrong. Do I love everything he says? No. But does he fucking create entertainment? That beef with Ilya was actually jokes. Yeah, I'm going with Hokit here. I'm confidently picking Hokit to beat Derek Lewis. I'm nervous, but I'm still confidently going to pick Hokit. Should show levels. Derek Lewis is not all that in 2026 at all. And I'm going to go for his record recently. Who's he beaten? So, he beat Taliesin Teixeira, who's awful. He beat Nascimento, who's shit. Dominated by Almeida. Slammed around easily by Almeida. Lima's shit. Spivak finished in a round, bro. Recently, he's not being anyone good. I'm going to confidently pick Hokit here. He could get slimed early, but I'm confidently picking Hokit. Come on, Hawk, dude. You should fuck up this old man. Sugar Sean O'Malley versus Eamon Zahabi. Levels. Simply, there's levels to the game, and Zahabi is not at a top 3 level at all. This fight is going to show levels to me. Sean O'Malley is really good. This is a layup for him to get a big flatline KO in front of the White House. Zahabi's tough. I don't see Zahabi winning. I could see him making it tricky at very best. A fluke way, I could see O'Malley getting a fit. Like, rocking Zahabi early and unloading everything in Zahabi's there, and he gasses, and then Zahabi can win a 29-28 rallying decision. That is his only chance, and I doubt it. O'Malley should dominate. Zahabi's 38. He's on a run. I guess he's in his prime. I guess he's in his prime right now, but he ain't beating O'Malley, dude. O'Malley is so much better on the feet. He's so much faster. Leg kicks, front kicks to the body, jabs are going to be money here. I think we're going to get a Chris Moutinho type performance where he just absolutely styles on Ayman Zahabi and finishes him in round 3. I think we're going to get a patient start. I think O'Malley's probably going to put Zahabi down in round 1, go for it, doesn't get the finish, and then be patient, moves around leg kicks. The finish will come because he knows the finish is going to come. I think in round 2 we're going to get a bit crafty. I think Zahabi's going to be pressuring, he's going to be landing, he's going to be like, okay, this is getting close, there's still an O'Malley round. He landed better, but Zahabi made it crafty. Then in round 3, I think O'Malley's going to rock him and then get the finish, and it's going to be a sick finish at the White House. This is an O'Malley layup here, and then after this, we're going to Piotr Jan beat Murad, and then we've got a sick bantamweight title fight at the end of the year between Trigger Sean O'Malley and Piotr Jan too, boys. Please, let's make it happy. Come on, Jan, come on, O'Malley, beat these guys, yeah? Then we can get the title fight on end of the year, but back to this fight. Zahabi beat Chito Vera by split decision that he arguably lost, and it was razor close. He beat Jose Aldo by split decision that he arguably lost. Before that, did he beat Pedro Munoz? He beat Javid Basharat on his run. These guys aren't anywhere near. And compare what O'Malley did to Vera. O'Malley made Vera look like an amateur. O'Malley dominated Vera easily. Ayman Zahabi arguably lost. He's gonna get absolutely his ass kicked and fucking destroyed. He's gonna get finished here. I know O'Malley hasn't really had a finish in a bit, but when was his last finish? Aljo, right? Aljo, yeah, you never know. Maybe his Zahabi overextends, but he's also gonna have no threat of the takedown here, which is huge. O'Malley's not gonna have no. He's gonna have no threat of the takedown. He's gonna be free on the feet. He's gonna unload on him. O'Malley could knock him out in round 1. That's possible, but I think I trust Zahabi to make it to round 3. I think he's gonna get finished. I think being at the White House is gonna put it on him. I think he's going to put it on him at the White House and finish him in round 3. Get that bonus, get that big moment in front of Trump. Call out Piotr Jan for the belt and then get that shit on. That will be cinema. I'm rooting for O'Malley. He's going to pull it off. This is a layup for him. He's a massive favourite. Zahabi's nowhere near the level of Sean O'Malley, so yeah. Sugar Sean O'Malley is going to destroy Zahabi and not make it. There's like a 10-15% chance Zahabi wins. Let's be real. Zahabi ain't winning this. Now on to the best fight of the night. The heavyweight interim title by Crypto.com is happening. Alex Pereira versus Cyril Bongamingan. This is actually an unreal fight. Who am I going to go with? My gut told me Pereira. I'm thinking about switching to Gan, but I'm going to pick Alex Pereira by 3rd round knockout, and here's why. I think the main 2 weapons for Alex Pereira are jabs to the body and calf kicks. It's going to be around 3 or 4 finish, I think. I think jabs to the body and calf kicks are going to be the main thing. Garn's a mover. Garn likes to move around a lot, but he doesn't defend leg kicks, and against Alex Pereira, that's a problem. Garn could win, bro. Garn is shredded. Look at that. He is a tank. This is such a brilliant fight. I love this fight. Should be a striker's. There's a chance it's a bit of a chess match. This should be a striking only fight, though. Garn could win, dude. Garn could finish him, or Garn might win a decision just moving around, jabbing him up, leg kicks, moving. Garn moves so well for a big guy, and in his last fight, he looked really, really good. Against Aspinall, he looked like the best version I've ever seen of him. He looked phenomenal against Aspinall, dude. The movement was good, but Aspinall was landing leg kicks, and Pereira's leg kicks are some of the best in the game. Dude, this is really close. I think he's going to I think jabs to I think he's going to get tired as well, Garn, because he's going to be made to move so much. He's going to get tired here. He's going to be moving around so much. I think he's probably going to be 2-0 up, and then round 3 we're going to get... I think calf kicks and jabs are going to be them, and jab to the body, the main weapon for Alex Pereira. Also, Pereira has I don't think he's going to anchor live rematch it, though, where he just comes in and fucking destroys Garn and pressures him. But I think pressure coming forward, jabs to the body, leg kicks, as I've said many, many times, that's going to be the weapon here. And I think he's going to dip down low to throw a jab to the body. Left hook flattens Cyril Garn. Please win. Pereira is one of my favourite fighters of all time. Dude, he's just a G. When he beat Ankalaev in a rematch, that's one of the best moments ever. Beat this eye-poking bitch, please, bro. But Garn might win. Garn might win, dude. Garn might win, dude. Garn's such a good mover. His movement is elite for a heavyweight. Moving like that, he's such a good athlete as well. But if we go on his record, he's been very inactive recently. So he had a fight with Aspen, looked great. Lost to Volkov. He beat Spivak. Lost to Jones. Beat Tuivasa, then lost to Ngannou. Then beat his best win's probably this version of Volkov, and he's 1-on-1 with Volkov, really. Other than that, it's Derek Lewis. None of these guys are as good as Pereira, but he did look great in his last fight. This is actually a true 50-50, but I'm going to lean Alex Pereira. I'm going to slightly lean Alex Pereira to get a knockout in round 3 or 4, but Garn could win, dude. Don't count out Garn here. I think it's a pick him, or Garn might be a slight favourite. That's very fair. I think Pereira should be a slight favourite. He's got lighter man skill too. And it tends to be the lighter fighter wins, you know. He's got Josh Hockett's success. He's not real heavyweight. He's doing great. But Pereira's slow, man. Pereira is pretty slow. Garn's going to have an athleticism and speed advantage here. So, and he's a bit younger too. But I think Pereira age doesn't seem to be affecting him much here. God, this will be cinema if Pereira can get the third belt. This will be cinema, but I don't see it happening. No, I do see it happening, dude. Fuck that. I see him winning this shit, bro. But I'm nervous. I'm very nervous, but I do see him winning. So, yeah. Alex Pereira, third round knockout. 50-50 fight. Cyril Garn's been talking about grappling, too, so you never know. Maybe he'll pull out the grappling, but, yeah. And I'm going to slightly lean Alex Pereira, third round knockout. Slightly lean. I'm picking a third round knockout for Pereira. He's going to dip low for the calf kick. Boom, left hook. Shins Garn and he's moving. And he's going to gas as well, Garn. I know his cardio is great, but you can't move that much and not get tired at your weight, especially when your leg's getting chewed up and your body's getting hurt. You know, I'm going with Alex Pereira. I'm not confident, but I'm picking Pereira. Alright, let's get through this one quick. Ilia Topuria versus Justin Gaethje. Topuria's going to slime him out in 3 minutes. Okay? That's what's going to happen here. Topuria is a better striker. He's a better grappler. He has better fight IQ. He's a younger fighter. I guess Gaethje has better kicks. Even leg kick for leg kick, I probably prefer Ilia's calf kick right now. I can't lie. If we're going leg kick, I'm liking Ilia's calf kick over Justin Gaethje's big meaty leg kick that he winds up. So yeah, he doesn't have a single advantage in this fight. And it's MMA, so he can win, but I doubt it. Dude, Gaethje, his whole career has been second, top 5, but never been championship level. And Ilia Topuria is one of the most elite talents we've ever seen in this sport. What he did to Max Holloway, Volk, and Oliveira is different level shit. If he wants to, he can destroy Gaethje with grappling, I think. He can take down Gaethje and sub him in 3 if he wants. I think he's going to go for the knockout, though. That's how he's been talking in the build-up. I'm going to confidently pick Ilia here. Strickland pulled it off. Piotr Jan pulled it off as big underdogs, so you never know. But their luck's run out. I mean, if Gaethje comes in with his usual style of pressuring in like he did against Paddy and some of his other fights, he'll get flatlined within 2 minutes. If he's weird and runs around, moves a lot, leg kicks, if he moves a ton, he can survive to round 3 at a very max. But I'm going with Ilia, first round knockout. He's going to fucking destroy and annihilate Gaethje on the White House lawn. Donald Trump's friend, apparently, Justin Gaethje, will get his fucking ass whooped. And even against Paddy, I remember in round 1, uppercut landing, big loopy uppercut. Paddy rocked him in moments. Fiziev rocked him in moments. That's not going to be someone who's going to beat Ilia. Oliveira absolutely destroyed him, rocked him, dropped him bad and destroyed him. I mean, who has he beat? Schooled by Max Holloway on the feet. We saw what Ilia did to Max. Styles make fights, I know, but come on, bro. If MMA math is even, I know it doesn't work, but Ilia should annihilate Gaethje. This is not close. It should be Armin in it. I get why they're doing it though, because this is White House. You know, you want an American to main event, but he's just gonna get absolutely slimed, brutally, flatline KO'd badly, and that's all. That's all to it, bro. Ilya's a small man though, and after this, if he wants to go, I want him to stay at lightweight. Please never fight a welterweight. You're 5'7", bro. You're a midget. Carlos Prates, Ian Gary, they all would destroy you easily. So don't just stay here, Ilya. You are the best in the world at lightweight and featherweight. Don't move on. The guy's already a featherweight, but yeah. Also on a Sunday, why is this on a Sunday? Put this on a Saturday, bro. But whatever. But yeah. The full card picks for the UFC White House. This is a sick card. I think every fight's going to end in knockout, right? So we got a knockout here, a knockout here. It could be a decision. A knockout here could be a decision. I should be a finish, though. This will be a knockout. This should be a flatten. Got one decision. Yeah, I think every fight's going to end in knockout, bar Bo Nickal. So this should be an absolute sick card. I probably will watch it, you know, even though it's on a Sunday. I have to experience this shit, dude. This will be amazing. If this Pereira can win, that will be one of the best moments ever. So yeah, like, subscribe, do like good stuff. See you next time. Goodbye.